Tonight, some people who live in Delta Township met to talk about the contaminated water coming into their homes. They blame the Lansing Board of Water and Light. Good evening, I'm Ann Emmerich.
And I'm David Andrews. Last year in February, BWL confirmed they found elevated levels of boron in the water near the Erickson Power Station. News 10's Jordan Burrell was at tonight's meeting, joins us now from the newsroom. And Jordan, what have neighbors been doing since they found out the water is contaminated?
And David, residents neighboring the Erickson plant within 1 mile say they have been drinking from bottled water since they found out. At first, they say they were expensing the water themselves, but since talking with BWL, they have now started dropping off water for the neighbors to drink.
Hopefully, we just want some answers. We want to know that definitively, is the water safe? Should we be? How concerned should we be? And what is the long-term remedial plan that BWL keeps promising?
Residents surrounding the Lansing Board of Water and Light Erickson plant in Delta Township found out their water was contaminated in February 2022.
They said that they would, they had some concerns that they had, especially with boron and lithium, and they wanted to test wells. They gave us a report back several months later that said that the levels of the boron and lithium were safe and that we shouldn't be concerned.
The report also said the contamination was naturally occurring, but the neighbors say they're not sure how true that is. That's when they decided to host outside environmental experts for advice with hopes to get additional testing.
We don't know how dangerous it could be to the people who live here, and that's really what we want to find out. The best of all possible worlds is that we find out that the contamination is the chemicals that are there that were found when BWL did the testing are really naturally occurring and are not the result of contamination from the coal ash pond.
Capital Area Friends of the Environment assisted the neighbors with finding a consultant who would do more in-depth testing on the wells. And if the water is contaminated by BWL and not naturally occurring like BWL's report claims,
BWL would make restitution, and one way to do that, of course, would be to hook everybody up to the city water.
If you are concerned about your water, water testing kits are available for purchase, or you can contact BWL to provide one for you. Live in the newsroom, I'm Jordan Burrell, News 10.
All right, Jordan, thank you. Now, the chemicals from coal ash have been linked to cancer, developmental delays in reproductive problems, and heart and lung disease.